Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of GNN. Today is October 5th, 2023, and we have another banner night on our hands here. But before we get into our brand new mobile suit, let's go over some news. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the GBO2 Autumn Festival is in full effect, and for those of you guys that are unaware of what that means, it's a period of funness that has started on the 27th of September and ends on the 11th of October, which brings our first step here is a special supply drop. It is a 10 pull for free, which includes a 2-star suit and a 3-star guaranteed, or 4 mobile suits in total guaranteed. And this also includes 4-star stuff. So, just like you see in this little illustration there, we love free stuff. Nobody here is complaining. Also, on top of that, we have the ongoing limited special mission for the Desert Zaku. Now, this is the one that was seen in Gundam Unicorn during its attack on the Torrington base. And if you are part of a awesome clan that happens to do clan matches, this was a clan reward exclusively for a time. Now it's back, and this is time to get it, plus the 450 version. So do your missions. They're easy. You just gotta put the time in. Don't try to burn yourself on doing it all at once though, but this is a suit that I can personally vouch for. It is really badass. 400, not sure about the 450 yet, but we're working our way there. The next addition that this festival brings is now we have a specific suit with a token pack. The 350 Raid Hobby Hyzak. We're still working on this, but I can assure you that this thing is definitely a lot of fun. A little speedy, not faster than the GM High Boost. Don't worry for those of you guys that love the GM. This thing is still a force to be reckoned with because it gets the Gundam Mark II bazooka. It's crazy. On top of that, during this period, we do have a reinforced recon team promotion going on. So what that means for us, people that play this a lot, or even casually play this, the recon team chances are now increased to 25%. So finding a container during a mission ending, or a round ending, I should say, can yield you different container rewards. I've gotten a couple gold ones before. It's really cool, which also include tokens or even suits. So this is a great thing. And you can have a maximum of 2 if you have just the regular, I wouldn't say regular count, it doesn't sound right, but basically just as a base, and then as you start earning your rewards, or as some people buy their tokens, rather, once you work your way up to platinum, you can potentially get up to, I believe, a total of 6. So that's retouching on the Autumn Festival. GBO Days is still ongoing as well, so what that means is we do get a special 4-day campaign ongoing right now, which includes a free guaranteed mobile suit supply drop once a day for a total of 4 units. So this is your free daily pull, or free weekly pull rather, sorry. So, and they also have a special supply drop with a guaranteed 2 3-star. This is a 10 pull, unfortunately no discount on that one. On to our main event here. It's finally here. A lot of you guys have been still calling for it, still waiting for it, myself included. The Gaplant TR-5, to be specific, this is the base TR-5. This is not to be confused with the Fiver or the Hero-Roo or the Advanced Hero-Roo. This is the base Gaplant TR-5. Hence explains why we have the Hazel type shield boosters on either end of its arms. That is finally here, but we'll get into the details shortly. We do have a separate limited supply drop for the Alex Chobam armor. It's now a reissue with the 500 costs being available, as well as the beam saber for it. Hard to say if it's worth it a while or not, because we do have a lot of different suits in 500 that do have that beam buildup. But either way, I'm very curious to see how it holds up. I might even go ahead and just buy it. Well, I can't really say I buy it, but you know, pull for it and see what it can do. because I mean, I'm very curious about it. Anyways, there are some changes to the DP exchange counter as follows. The GM3 level 4, which is the 550 version, is now being added. The ZZ level 4 is also being added, as well as the Dawaj and our Jarja. So, for some of you guys that are very adventurous out there, well, today's your lucky day. They're being added. No changes to the recycled ticket counter, sadly. So, that onto our main event. Alright folks, so here we are. Gaplant TR-5 is, as I mentioned, a awesome 3-star suit. It is a 500 cost general type suit that is usable on ground and space. Just kind of read verbatim here, it is part of the Titans test team, which allows transporting Gaplantable armor made for cyber new types to be utilized by pilots with average abilities. I guess I'm average, huh? Anyways, the Gaplant was built on the concept of a high-altitude interceptor. High-performance movable shield binders were equipped to both arms, aiming to create a cyber new type unit capable of withstanding G-forces. Some unit parts have been replaced, such as the shield booster, which has been tested by the Titans test team unit and readjusted its various parts. Modification allowed it to demonstrate sufficient acceleration while being operable by a layman, and proved that both the MA and MS forms can be used without affecting transformation mechanisms. And yeah, it's usable ground and space. It has a shield booster attack, which is very similar to the Phoenix in 700 cost. So when moving forward with 2 shields using high-speed movement for a specific period, the unit enters in a high-speed movement attack position. It changes stances or changes boosting animation when it becomes enabled. It does stagger and damage enemies that it collides with. Now, if you're pulling for this, or doing 10 pulls, you do have a chance to get the Titans. I think this is Buran's normal suit. The guy that flies around the Ashamar. Yeah, this is his normal suit, so you can cosplay as him. So that's pretty cool. But that's onto the lovely nitty-gritty stats. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are jumping into this. We do have the stats for the TR-5, 17k HP. I would say roughly 20s for both beam and melee resistance, with the low end being on the ballistic side of things. This is meant for speed, not for bulkiness, so they had to kind of cut it short somewhere. As far as the damage output goes, it does have a little bit of a leaning towards melee. But there is some notable range strength here, so there's room to play with. As far as movement speed, it is sitting at 130 for walking, 200 for high-speed movement, and very much like the Hazel Custom, it looks like it has a low thruster gauge, which is supplemented by the shield boosters that come with it, which we'll probably get into once we go into the shopping list of skills. Turning speed is at 60, and just kind of as a point of reference, since we are comparing Titan test team suits, jumping into the Hazel Custom, it is at 63, which surprisingly turns faster. I think it might be set this way because of the extra bulk that the suit has. Hard to say, you know, if that even ties into game balance, but that's basically what we're thrown with today. If you're familiar with the Asola, or if you happen to own one, we have the long blade rifle here, sitting at a base of 2200, 6 shots, 500 effective meters with a 6-second cooldown between shots. Reload isn't too bad, 15 seconds. You got stuff, you can do stuff for reposition. So it's not bad. It's not super good, but I would say it's kind of par for the course. Going into the other primary weapon, we do have a unique beam weapon, beam saber rather, sitting at 2100, 2.5 seconds. Again, pretty standard for the course here. Just kind of reiterate on the previous weapon, you can't switch it out obviously. So you do have a sub weapon version of the long range long beam rifle. It's a burst fire weapon. 6 shots, 1.5 second cooldown time between shots, 12-second cooldown, or reload rather, sorry. But But yeah, 700 per shot, so total of 2100 base if you happen to hit with everything. And the lovely heat portion of that long range beam rifle, 2400 3-second cooldown time. Very much a heavy hitter, or something you probably want to lead with, just because you can't combo off of this one. So if anything, probably good to start off with it. You do have the beam saber that obviously does tie into a combo controller, which, jumping into the shopping list skills, yes, it has a combo controller. MA1 right off the bat, so I would say a leg up over its TR1 brethren. Has a roll, has anti-blast, light control 2, force injector 1 just like the Hazel custom. We also have it also retains its transform mode, which we'll get into shortly. But leg and back buffers at level 2, as I mentioned in the news portion of our segment. Yeah, the shield booster attack, which does do damage and staggers people for a hot second. So it's I believe it's just a regular stagger, it's not a heavy stagger. We do have the shield booster controller custom, which doesn't really mention the boost, so it's safe to say that 2 shields, we're probably doing about 210, 220. And the point is being, you want to keep those shields up to retain its mobility. Even if you do lose it, you do have MA, but I think it's a noticeable change in speed. But we'll leave it at that. And then on top of that, you do get that reduction in thruster use, which definitely helps out. Jumping into the transformed version, the MA mode for it does have a roll, so that's kind of cool. I didn't get to use it yet, sadly, but maybe just because I'm used to not using it, I guess. Bad reasoning here, but it has anti-blast in that as well. We also have shock dampeners, so not really MA in transform mode, but shock dampeners. Leg and back buffers are still present. We do have a ram attack, and we also have a high speed or high boost ram attack, which is also from the Delta Kai. So yeah, this is crazy because you also increase speed in conjunction with the shield boosters on top of that. So any y'all that are watching this that like your transformable suits, this is gonna be a pain in the ass for the upcoming client match. I can see it already. If you're not well prepared for something like this, I can see it being a pain in the butt for sure. Alright folks, that concludes tonight's edition of GNN. Hopefully you guys found the video informative, minus all the extra stuttering and everything. It is technically 2 to 4 a.m. by the time we actually finish recording this. You know, thanks Sony for the maintenance. But back on topic, if you guys plan on getting this suit or you think it's a pass, let me know in the comments below. I like to hear what your guys' opinion is on the new suit. If you have it, if it's worthwhile. I think it is. At the same time, it's not, it's not for everybody, and it's not, I don't think it's going to be an easy suit to really fully master. But that's kind of what this game is all about, mastering certain things out of it. So, with that said, that'll be it for now. And until next time, guys, I will see you all on the next video. Take care.